Painted today, gone tomorrow. Get them while they're hot.
Try the catch of the day.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where you're on all fours and...
La 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 la! La la! I can't hear you!
Don't be such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Shires's caress is a professional.
Lovely paintings. Looking for a loving home.
Nothing fishy but high prices. Get your seafood here.
I've got a long road ahead. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
What does it feel like? You have the key to my heart.
I wish I could kiss it. I put it on especially for you. Right.
Careful. Don't take it off later. I want it.
Seen sense yet? Raphael's still waiting. He can still help you get through this.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't
In the gutter, and that... All I want is a clean, warm room. Is that too much to ask for?
That might be worth a look.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
This is my happy place. Over there.
Victor's path. Making my move. Allow me to demonstrate. Onward.
Fuck yes.
No holding back. Might will prevail. Battle of wits. Torment.
Hear me out. Teresa's caress also has roots.
We are not staying in a
Shouldn't have
brothel.
wished to live in more interesting times.
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose.
boots have seen everything.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks. How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Brothel?
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
I don't mind it, honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Everyone is Shures's caress is a...
I got kicked out of it.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose.
Try the catch of the day.
I can't believe I got kicked out of the temple.
look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all nights to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it, honestly.
But I do.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
If a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
never a dull moment. Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. Breathe quiet. Move with care. Don't waste a step.
When you've met the drought.
Whoa. Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me, yeah?
break his nose.
Ain't it
Good
today, gone tomorrow. Get 'em while they're hot.
Treasure house? Den of decadent delight? Better off sleeping in the gutter than that
Lovely
centipede.
places. Looking for a loving home.
Oh, the blast straight to the heart was that one.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
Lovely
Well, people is
painting.
just nervous, but
Looking
don't
for a
worry.
loving home.
Everyone is correct.
Whatever we need, we can get.
Buy a painting. Go on, treat yourself. Do come again. Ain't it today, not tomorrow. Get 'em while they're hot.
Give me strength.
Enjoyed it. I had no less than 2 maidens and go back to the flooring as my daughter.
You have got to check out Dan Thelon's dancing acts. Their leatherwork is amazing. They crush everyone.
Let's go to Khan's Guns. She has the most fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a shirt.
I would, but this armor
I wouldn't mind a dancing act of my
A
own.
hero is nothing without the right equipment. See Dan Thelon's dancing axe for all your adventuring needs.
Conjure one up for you.
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Once the city is saved, Karlach's kinetically...
Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
You break it, you... Well, knowing Enthal, it was already broken.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? your father bless you.
All right, what now?
You're not wearing armor. Like my mother and father.
Now here's someone who appreciates... Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldurs Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir? I must say, I'm rather proud of it. The wood panelling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides. Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to savor each purchase.
No entry today. Special occasion. Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldurs Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My steel watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Way to the audience chamber.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldurs Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke, and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while two devils stood witness, and I said yes. One soul for one city. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel.
She never stops, does she? Not for a second.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Hell's not this again.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Keep those feet moving.
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your...
Lady Aria says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Gortash.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlach. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Now you're speaking my language.
Karlach!
Stand down, villain. The Steel Watch commands it.
Don't fucking touch me! Gortash! Face me, you fucking asshole!
Ah, apologies for the disruption, my friends. We appear to have guests. Please do come forward. I believe we have business. If you'll excuse me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. To a holding cell where she can cool down. I wouldn't dare harm such an old friend, but I can't have her disturbing our fate. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise, but you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me. Then let it be writ by the Black Hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp? A little redundant of me to say, but that could be anyone.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldurs Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldurs Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny. And we are saviors. Defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldurs Gate. Then we proceed. The patriarchs await. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldurs Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldurs Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind. then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldurs Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldurs Gate taken by lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
Ravengard hasn't given up yet. His true self is still in there and could yet be saved.
Have we finished then?
And if the Steel Watch can't protect us, what then?
The Flaming Fist stand ready.
Minor adjustments, right? Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
I trust the request was denied. We need to look at our own defenses until the danger has passed.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are enjoying the city.
I'm not sure I believe her. Does it really matter?
If Gortash is to be believed, then even our camp isn't safe from Orin's influence. You might want to confirm the veracity of his claim, or at least clean up the mess.
Look at you. Judging you. Don't like it.
I'm not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd do my own job and leave the Steel Watchers to theirs.
What? Oh, what are you doing in here?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Okay, but it isn't like that. I'm not a criminal. I just needed the gold. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke. You haven't heard? An army is coming. They're saying it's unstoppable. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. Really? You'll just give it to me? Look. Hidden up on the roof, you'll find all the stuff I stole. You can have it. Thank you. I'll never forget this. Never.
This guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own cell.
Have to keep going.
You've been saying that for ages, and we're still here. What are they waiting for?
I don't know, dear. I don't know. All we can...
I don't need any attention right now. Don't mind if I do. You're looking to mine. Better be cautious. Best get in and out. Surely no one will notice. How much farther can I go?
Get me out of here! Now!
Guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own cell.
time to waste.
Don't get too close.
An imposter in our camp. We must identify them. And quickly. Without...
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Finally! Let's get out of here! And what's that? You couldn't have. I had him in my sights. I could smell him. I won't go rushing in again. But you have to promise we'll kill him before this is said and done. Good. I'm going to hold you to it. Good. I'm not in the mood to murder anyone but that fucker Gortash.
Moving in.
Did Wint this week?
What do you want? You're the one pestering old men in cages. Now scram with your sourpuss. You're disturbing my sitting time.
What's on your mind?
At least things have stayed interesting. Need to find a way forward.
Hey, soldier.
Just out of view.
Never wanted the easy path. This calls for careful footwork. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Now they call for the steel watch.
What should we do in the house?
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
We broke down the door because I can't really clean.
Enter the house before the fire started.
You've been seeing that for ages. Who's there? What are they waiting for? My friend.
It must be exhausting to be so cynical.
Not as exhausting as all that boot kissing you've been doing.
Lady Alia says the Absolute's army won't...
next is out of our hands.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.